Donald Trump and the White House had appealed when the federal judge had decided to rule to have a suspension of his travel ban because of the massive questionable constitutionality, which, if you are saying that there was no constitutional contradictions or violations, you are wrong, because that was part of the basis that they made the judgment on, and they are the ones who look at the facts and take everything into account, not just idiots on Twitter and trolls and shit like that. But anyway, so he went to the Ninth Circuit with his appeal, because there are levels, and I think the next one is Supreme Court, but he went there, unanimous decision. They stomped on his face real hard. So Donald Trump again has lost in the court. So here's what Raw Story is saying. They're basically making an article about people making fun of him. And just to actually note something, it was 3-0, so all three judges voted against it. One of them was a Republican who was appointed by George W. Bush with 99-0 approval rating. So here's what the Raw Story says. They say, not long after the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals announced their ruling to stop the ban put in place by President Donald Trump's executive order, the internet erupted with laughter, mockery, and shame for the new leader. Rather than present evidence to explain the need for the executive order, the government has taken the position that we must not review its decision at all, the court wrote in its repudiation of the order. So basically, what's been going on is that he's been shaming these federal court judges and the checks and balances, which is a key part and provision of democracy, which is different branches of government. And when you go publicly shaming federal judges, I think other federal judges are going to be on notice and say, hey, yeah, fuck you, we're gonna vote against your shit too. So that's probably not the best way to go about it. Even his own Supreme Court nomination that he has had said that he was disheartened at his comments, because he's a Supreme Court, he's the appointee anyways to be nominated. He's a nomination. So I think that the next step, and it will be appealed, I think that the next step is to be appealed to the Supreme Court. And I want to know what you guys think is going to happen. What I think is going to happen is that I think the travel ban will be suspended because of the unconstitutionality of it and the lack of reasoning for the ban. As they got destroyed in the court with the questioning, they were unable to respond, and they had nothing on record. They had things that didn't have evidence, and they really weren't prepared to even make their case. So regardless of the fact that it's 4-4, I don't think that partisanship is going to fully envelop or engulf this argument. I think that there will be some kind of 5. It'll be a 5-3 win or something like that. It'll be close, of course, because it always is. But I think that my prediction is that the Supreme Court will rule against it, because Donald Trump has such an anti-judge mentality in the first place and how much he's hating on them. So I want to know what you guys think, but Donald Trump got smacked by the federal Ninth Appeals Court? Or the Ninth Circuit is what they call it.